What is up, gang? Kieran here for another Spearhead tutorial. This one's going to be another effect tutorial, and it's going to be kind of inspired by Metal Gear Solid 5, and like the aesthetic of that game is so sick. And I have a big bag of military patches my friend sent me from Canada because he worked in like an army surplus shop, and I've been going through them and I just got mad inspired. I got more inspired by Hideo Kojima in general and that kind of aesthetic of like a digital kind of like military style. So I figured I'd just, you know, hit two birds with one stone and make this quick tutorial for you guys. It's not gonna be as long as my usual ones, but you'll be able to use this for your logos or like photographs or anything, and it gives like a really cool effect. So yeah, before I get too carried away talking too much, I want to keep this brief, so let's jump right over to Photoshop and get going. So here I am, I'm in Photoshop here, and I'm showing you I've got this 2000 by 2300 dpi image, and this is the design that I made. And here we have basically my jacket, which I figured would be a sick backdrop for it, or a background for it. So I've got my logo here. I'm just duplicating this now. I'm gonna throw the bottom one under the background there, and here we go. I'm going here into threshold. This is gonna like flatten and just make it black and white, and you can really see here like it's totally like crisp, you know, kind of like the Xerox kind of effect, but without as much control. You can slide this here and kind of have a look and kind of see what you want, but I want this to be majority black. And I'm going into filter, into pixelate, and into mosaic, and you can see here, sorry, wrong screen, here you go. You can see that it's pixelating like the image we have without the threshold on it, so that's just the adjustment layer, the threshold. So I'm playing here maybe like 4, and you can see when you commit to it, like it kind of like pixelates quite nicely. And then we can just grab our like threshold layer and like kind of like play with the values on that, and you can see that it's totally like, you know, it looks like something like a really low res image, like I don't know, it's like Windows 95 machine. Basically that's like all we need to do. Like you can do this with like anything. So if that's all you wanted to find out, don't worry, you don't need to watch the rest of the tutorial. I'm just gonna start messing around and color this and kind of show you how cool we can make this design. So yeah, as you can see, that kind of like flat, like almost Vietnam looking kind of patch style looks sick. There we go, merge it to the background layer, and you can really see that it's like just like block pixels now. You should probably save your file as layers before committing, but like for the sake of this tutorial I just lashed in there. Now I'm just with my magic wand tool just getting rid of the background here, but only the background bits, you know, taking out this center of these chains individually. Bear with me, and that little bit there, and Bob's your uncle. So I'm going to delete them, and now we've just got our patch. Essentially, I'm just going to keep calling it a patch because it has that kind of look. So now I'm filling the background with black, and you can just see there all we've got is like the center white pieces and our black detailing, pixelated detailing. So I'm just going to call that world piece there real quick. Right, so I've duplicated my layer, and I am going to fill this color, the whole thing, with orange, because I'm thinking orange kind of looks like sick on like a camo background. It's like a nice like contrasting color, you know what I mean? And you can see I've just used multiply or darken as my blend mode, and I've merged them together. So yeah, I was looking for like nice camo sort of backgrounds with like a fabric kind of texture, because I want this to kind of like be a bit of a juxtaposition of like the camo fabric with like a digi kind of techie sort of like patch on it. And I'm thinking, yeah, I was like basically looking at my jacket hanging on the wall and was like, why am I like, you know, thinking about making like, or like looking for stock of this? Yeah, that looks pretty good like that. So I just took a picture of it and fired it underneath on my background logo, or background layer. Sorry, I'm using two monitors here, so I'm just recording off the 1080 monitor, so I'm just dragging on my. For some reason, Photoshop keeps, anytime I open like a tool window, it'll like pop up on my main monitor. So yeah, I didn't really need to like play around with the color too much because I think that actually looks sick the way it is. And I think we're pretty much done here. Actually, do you know what? Hold on, I'm just gonna like duplicate this, bring that up a bit, fire it in the middle. Then I'm thinking I might put like a nice gradient on the orange, maybe like a yellow kind of orange, yellow into orange gradient. Yeah, bit more contrast in the background there, looks pretty good. So now I'm grabbing my orange layer, or orange color I should say, from my top layer. Now with that selected, I'm duplicating it and I'm going into my gradient tool here, and I'm just going to grab that orange because I like it, and then I'm going to like make it a bit brighter, like a bit of a yellow, maybe not too bright. Yeah, quite a strong yellow, not too bright, just enough to kind of like be like a it looks like some orange soda or something. And I'm gonna drag that layer gradient down, and that looks sick. So yeah, I hope this was a fun little effect for you. I kind of spent more time playing around with my background and coloring than I did actually putting the effect on the patch design itself. But yeah, I really think it gives that kind of like cool, like kind of 80s kind of vibe on some of your designs. Like the thing I find though when you're pixelating your designs is like you don't want it to be too detailed, because the more detailed the design, you're gonna lose so much like information in the image when you're like crystallizing it, like, or mosaicing it like that with a threshold over it. You want it to be kind of simple and bold to really like get the most out of the effect. Bold will hold, as the old saying in the tattoo industry goes. And that's why I kind of felt this nice little patch design would work well. So yeah, thanks a mil for watching this. As usual, there's like a assets folder in the description. Like and subscribe for some free assets in the next couple of tutorials. And yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're all happy and healthy, and I'll see you in the next one.